Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone. Welcome to Discovery Ranch. My name is Mr. Dawson, and I'm here to take you on discovery so you can learn how to read and write. Join me here each day so we can go on discoveries together. You're probably asking about right now, why am I sitting on this chair, in this chair on Thursday? Usually reading day is Friday. But here I am sitting in this chair. Do you know why? Because you guys have gotten so smart, I have to go bigger. I have to go better. So I have to do 2 story days. Isn't that amazing? How much you're learning? If you could see the letters that I've gotten, oh, you could just see how smart you guys are. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, remember that if you will write to me right here at Valley PBS and share something that you've learned, guess what? I will send you an activity book. Do that today. Well, we better get started right away because we have a story today and we have a story tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Well, let's take a look at our essential question for today and tomorrow. This is it. It says, where do animals live? Yes, home, sweet home. Look at this nice little fox, and he's in his cave. That's where his home is. We're going to talk about that today. And talking about that, let's look at the book that we're going to read today. The title of this book is Bear Snores On. Remember, this is the front cover. Here's the back cover and the spine. And we've also been talking about how there's 2 kinds of writing. There's informative writing and there's narrative writing. Now remember, informative is usually something that is true and gives us information about something. And narrative it's like a story and it's fun. And most times, even though they do have some true information in it, most of the time it's not true. And they're fun to read too. Although some people really like to read informational books as well. But guess what? We're going to do both, one today and one tomorrow. All right, are you ready? This is going to be a great book about Bear Snores On. I hope you enjoy the book.
Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. Bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold wind blows and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat tiptoe, creep-crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark, so he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coal pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. 2 glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare pops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniffs, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." "I brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper fleck makes the bear achoo! He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear snarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun. But me? I was sleeping and I had none. And he whimpers and he moans. He wails and he groans. And the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see? We can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on.
Did you like that story? That is such a cute story. I really enjoyed it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, did you see how the animals were talking and they were cooking and they were, can that really happen? No, it can't happen. So when you read a story that there's no way it could happen, we call that fiction. Can you say fiction? Fiction means it is not true. That was a fictional story. It is not true. Sometimes we can read a story that is true, and then we call that nonfiction. So nonfiction means it's true. Fiction means it's not true. So when we read books, kind of be thinking about that. Is this a fictional story or a non-fictional story? Well, remember, anytime we read books, the teacher's going to say, "Hey, let's ask them questions to see if they really listened." So I have some questions for you. Are you ready? And we're going to look at the book. I have them all marked out for us so we can look at it to help us answer the questions. The first question is, who are some of the animals that were in the story? What was the first animal that went into the bear's cave? Right, it was the mouse. The mouse. The mouse went in there. And how did he go? Yes, he went pitter-pat, tiptoe, pitter-pat, tiptoe. He went really quiet. I wonder why he went quietly into the house. I wonder why he went quietly in Bear's home, right? I'm sure he didn't want to wake him up. I think the mouse just wanted to be warm. Okay, what's another animal? What's another animal? What was the second animal that went in? Well, let's take a look right over here. What was it? Right, it's a hare. A hare. Now, it didn't say rabbit. It said hare. So there must be some kind of difference between hares and rabbits. We may have to look that up to see what it is. Okay, so what was the next animal that went in? Do you remember? Right. It was the badger. The badger went in. So now we have the mouse, we have the hare, we have the badger. What was the next animal? Oh, I think there was a lot of animals that went in then. Oh, where is it? Ah, here we go. It was a gopher, a mole, and a wren. Whoa, that cave is packed out now, isn't it? And what are they doing? They're cooking. They're looking like they're going to have a party. And they did, didn't they? Well, here's my next question. What kind of noises did they make that never woke up the bear? Yes, that's right. Well, they were munching and crunching and eating and chopping and doing all kinds of things. And then what else were they doing? Oh, let me see. Oh, they were having a party? Yes. But the whole time the bear was able to snore on. Here's my question. Are you guys ready for this question? Let me get it over here. What happened to make the bear wake up? What happened? It's right here. It says, hare stokes the fire, mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper flake. Oh, have you ever had pepper flakes go up your nose before? What did it do? What did the bear do? Achoo! He sneezed. Oh my goodness, he sneezed. He sneezed a good sneeze. And it woke him up. And when he woke up, how did he feel? Oh, he was mad. He was mad at first. He was so mad at first because he woke up. But then at the end of the story, he became sad. Why was he sad? That's right, because the other people, the other animals, didn't wake him up so he could be with them and have a party with them. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys did so well on that. Let's come up here and look at what our writing is. We've done our reading. Now we're going to do our writing. Which word shows that the events, some of the events in the cave began quietly? I have tiptoe, fluff cold, cave, pitter-pat, squeak, lights, and damp. Which were they? Yes, tiptoe and pitter-pat. And I need to write that. Words that show it is quiet. One was tiptoe, so I'll write that. Tip and toe. And what was the other one? It was pitter-pat. Pitter and pat. Pat. P. A. T. P is for P. A is for A. And T is for T. Words that show it is quiet are tiptoe, pitter-pat. I'll put a period right there. We've had so much fun today. We read our story, Bear Snores On. And after we read that, what did we do? We asked some questions because teachers want to know that you know what's been happening in a book because you listened. And then we ended up writing about which words tell us that it was quiet in the cave. I had so much fun today. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Are you ready for it? I am. Come back tomorrow. Bye. Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.